this coach, that coach, affirming works or not, robotic affirming works or not, or should I work on my self concept? All these coaches out there and all these videos out there, I don't think they're wrong. They are doing they, and you need to do you. I am Pooja once again, and on my channel, we try to make our mind a better place to live. So, when I started to get into law of assumption and try to manifest my desires, the moment I started watching few videos and I implemented them, I saw results pretty much immediately. And then the results started to become slow. You know why? Because my practice became slow. My implementation became slow. I was more focused on absorbing more and more content because it was giving me hope, it was giving me a good dopamine rush. So, knowledge was definitely not the problem, but execution was the problem. So it's going to happen with you as well if you're just watching videos, reading books, and listening to podcasts and not actually practicing that what they're saying in the first place. The answer is in the first book that you read. The answer is in the first video that you watched. At a conceptual level, they all are saying the same thing. That is, change your mind. Change the contents of your subconscious mind, your beliefs, your identity, anything, all these things they're talking about is only and only addressing the issues in your subconscious mind. Okay, how you see yourself and what are your reactions and actions. Same thing. Same, but different. Okay, so if there's one coach saying affirm, 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 the another coach is saying that regulate your nervous system and focus on yourself. When you change, everything changes. They all are right, okay? So stop focusing on which coach is right or wrong. Just take information that works for you and practice it, and you will see the results for yourself. Do not waste your time, your important time, in judging people online and trying to figure out who is right or wrong rather than using that time to create the life of your dreams. Okay? So, especially for me, I started going with robotic affirming and all these things, and it worked for me. It was magical how fast it worked. But there were days where I have to be honest, I was anxious, I had anxiety in the past because of some things that I've been through in life, just like you, okay? We are in the same boat but at different stages. And that's the time when robotic affirmation was giving me a little bit of stress and obsessive compulsive disorder. Like I was obsessively affirming and ignoring how I am feeling internally, without taking care of my nervous system, without taking care of my mental health, just focusing on my desires and affirming and affirming. So that's when I dwelled on another coach who talks about nervous system regulation. Then another coach who talks about self concept. So I've taken something, bits and pieces from all these coaches, and I've formed something that works for me. So I do the robotic affirming for my desires. I also work on my self concept. I take care of myself. I take care of my mental health, my nervous system. And I also do meditations and all these stuff. Understand what is neuroplasticity. Just have a look at what is RAS, reticular activating system. I'm going to make a video on that, but just do the Google thing for yourself, okay? You will get to know a lot of things. What is neuroplasticity, what is rewiring your brain. So I combine all these things and started to implement on day-to-day basis. Okay, so do what works for you, and just do not forget that, do not get so absorbed in consuming content that you actually forget to practice it. One more thing I wanted to say, that as soon as you start Googling on these two concepts about neuroplasticity and RAS, again, you will be trapped in a lot of information. But come back, practice, repeat, affirm, do what is necessary for you. Do not get distracted. So understand that all these coaches, they're talking about the same thing but in different languages or different in their own ways. You need to figure out your own way. You need to understand what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and you will only understand that by trying. So, but there are some things that I would want you to stick with. These are very basics of manifestation, is do not be trapped in the victim mode. See, healing, we all are healing from something or the other issue. That doesn't have to stop us from manifesting the life of our dreams, right? Healing is not a linear process. It has to happen on a day-to-day basis. Kindness, compassion, empathy towards yourself and others. These are day-to-day things that you will do to progress in your healing journey. but that should not be putting you in a victim mindset. Oh, I am this way because that happened to me 10 years ago. Oh, I am this way because that happened to me 1 year ago. I am like this. I don't trust men because someone broke my heart. So step out of this victim mentality. Step into a new state of being. Step into your higher version who is capable of creating an entire different reality for yourself through your thoughts, through just changing your subconscious mind. Okay? Do not ever give up on yourself. You're the most important project you'll ever work on. And did I introduce myself? This is Pooja, and I try to make our mind a better place to live. And I'll see you again in my next video. Ciao.